here we are, Scott Johnlich with Elmhurst Magazine and Hinsdale Magazine Group at the home of Jim Peterik in suburban Burridge, Illinois, right outside of Chicago. Jim, how are you?
Hey, Scott, I'm doing great, man.
You're looking great.
Thanks for having me.
Great. I saw you in concert at Elmhurst University 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
You haven't missed a beat.
Well, you know, when you have a good cause like that, I always do my best job every show. Every show is like a new show for me. But this one was really special because we were raising money for a potential performing arts center in Elmhurst. And, you know, Kathy's been my dear friend since she was like 18. And
Kathy Richardson.
Kathy Richardson, she came up right to the studio right here, kind of a shaky, not shaky, but nervous, kind of introverted girl. And she starts playing these original songs. And I flipped out. And we've been fast friends ever since. I produced her first album, Moon Nut Banana. And then we've written through the years and performed so many shows together, I can't even tell you.
So Kathy Richardson, the lead vocalist for Jefferson Starship, formerly Jefferson Airplane, so proud of her because she's doing everything she can to help and raise funds for the Elmhurst Center for the Performing Arts. Tell us, how did you meet?
Well, that's really a funny story because I was at a gas station and pumping gas, and the guy comes out there that owns the station and says, "Oh, you're Jim Peterik." I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Well, my daughter sings." And I'm going, "Oh man, I heard this one before." "Oh, that's really nice. You know, oh, that's great. Oh no, she's really good. You know." And he gave me a card, his card, and I gave it to Linda Mensch, who was the music attorney in town. And she says, "Yes, I've heard this girl. You've got to listen to her." And her name was Kathy Richardson. Mm-hmm. And a chance meeting at a gas station through her father, and I meet one of the future stars of my life.
And she was a shy, 19-year-old? Very young.
Maybe 18, 19, you know. And like I said, very shy. And she was right in this room playing her guitar in this amazing song. All these songs came out. And Moon Nut Banana is still one of my favorite albums, not just because I produced it, but because it was her maiden voyage, really.
Well, at the Elmhurst University 2 weeks ago tomorrow, you guys brought the house down. There were about 200 people in that theater. And the way you two belted, tell us about that song. It's on one of your albums, but it was fantastic.
Well, we've done many songs together. Well, when we get together, you know, and including especially that Elmhurst show, and she gets up there with the Ides of March and me, and we belt it out. It doesn't matter what song it is, but this was something that we had history with writing together and the band performing.
How many artists, well, first of all, you're a prolific songwriter. You just recently got inducted for the second straight year for the Illinois Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Correct.
How many songs have you written for yourself and for other artists? I mean, they're countless.
Oh, man.
Most people don't realize how many you've written.
You know, I've lost count. You know, it's probably around 7,000 songs, but out of that, you know, the cream rises to the top. And, you know, I have maybe 100 songs that really stand out and I'm known for, and then about the dirty 50 that people all recognize. You know, and that's an honor for people to be humming my song when they don't know it or listening to it on the radio and hearing it on the internet and going, "Oh, that's Peterik." Yeah. You know, it's really a thrill.
Jim, what I like about your concerts is you really pull the audience in. You tell a story in between every song.
Yeah.
And some of those people I recognize from 8 years ago when I saw you play. You really tell the story. You engage your audience. It's a very intimate setting. Usually, you know, in this case, it was 200 plus people. Yeah. But I love how you tell the story. And if you could just kind of share how your amazing career started at the age of 14, 15 in Berwyn, Illinois.
Yeah. Well, as you say, the stories are part of the, it's not the show. It's really, I love to tell the stories of behind the song. I learned from the best, people like James Taylor, who would just get up on stage, and I would go to see James Taylor every chance I could when I was teenager in early 20s, and he'd always tell the stories. So I always made sure that people got the backstory. What was the story about, Sylvester Stallone giving me the call, hey, Jim, give me a call, it's Sylvester Stallone. And I'm going, yeah, someone's pulling my leg. And I was just about to erase it, and Karen goes, my wife of 51 years, says, you better call him back. That might be Stallone, So I dialed the number. It was a 213 area code. That was a good thing. And I said, this is Jim Peterik. Is this really Sylvester Stallone? He goes, hey, Jimbo, call me Sly, So suddenly I'm talking to my hero, Sylvester Stallone. And he says, I love your band Survivor. And then, I don't want to use that Gonna Fly Now song. I got a new movie called Rocky 3, and I want you to write a song that's going to knock it out of the park. And I said, no problem, Sly. And
right behind you there is the Survivor Eye of the Tiger Grammy.
The Grammy, yeah.
What year was it? 1982?
82.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and that was the call that changed my life, really. Mm-hmm. And put me on the map, And I mean, obviously I had huge inroads with the Ides of March ever since 64. In 70, we had our big hit Vehicle, #1 song.
Oh, 1970.
Yep. And with the horns and, it's just like, yeah, it's like a call to arms, right?
Honestly, Jed, I can't think of a song that's even close to the uniqueness of that song. There's something about that. I'm 57 years old. So when that song came out, well, when they started playing it early, I was 10 years old. But even as a 10-year-old,
yeah.
Something about the energy, the brass. What made you bring in the brass? That really, to me, was the crowning little jewel that made it unique.
Yeah, I mean, we were kind of dabbling with brass. We added a trumpet player, and we were doing like sweet soul music. Do you like good music? And dabbling in it. And then we did see a group that kind of changed our whole life. And they were called Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Mm-hmm. And they were playing the Connecticut Playground, and all the Ides went to see Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Mm-hmm. And of course, we were very influenced by them. And that's when we added the full brass section. And that's Vehicle was really kind of a product of seeing BS&T with the original band of BS&T, even before they had David Clayton Thomas, with Al Cooper. And that became our template, really.
Yeah. That song, most people don't realize it reached #2 on the Billboard charts.
Yeah. Number one on Cashbox.
Number one on Cashbox. You know what?
No
number
Sugar
one?
Tonight. No Sugar Tonight. No.
I read where it was a couple of Michael Jackson 5 songs, but remember, it changes every week.
Well, at one point we were held out by No Sugar Tonight by the Guess Who. So, anyway.
Good company.
Yeah, definitely.
So how old were you I have a question. How old were you when you sang Vehicle?
I was 18.
How do you get those deep pipes of your vehicle? How do you, at the age of 18, did you always have that deep?
I was kind of channeling Ray Charles, who's, David Clayton Thomas. These guys were my heroes, really.
Song,
and, and I was just feeling it, Hey, well, I'm the friendly stranger in the black sedan. Hop inside my car. I got pictures, handy of a lovable man taken to the nearest star. I'm your vehicle, baby. Take it anywhere you want to go. I'm your vehicle, woman. By now, I'm sure you know that I love you. I need you. I want you. Got to have your child. Break out in heaven, I love you.
Where was your mind when you came up with that idea for that song?
Oh my God!
That song is so unique. Where were you? What were you thinking?
I don't know, but if I could think it again, I'd write another one of those. But really, really
something inspiring.
It did, and it was about the girl that I was dating. Mm-hmm. I met her at a Turtles concert. She was 15, I was 17. And we started dating, and it was going great. And then she says, well, you're the first guy I ever dated, and I want to date other guys. And I was like, really depressed, And in a couple of, maybe 6 months, she said, you got that cool new car. You got a Datsun 240Z. Can you take me to Modeling school. Patricia Stevens. I said, sure. So I take her in my 240Z, you know, and I figured I'd get a kiss on the cheek or something. Shook my hand. See you next week. Let's do it again. So after a while, I started thinking, all I am is your vehicle, baby.
Oh, there you go.
And I wrote the song. I went to #1. Guess who starts calling me again? And 51 years later, she's still my wife.
Oh,
Karen
Peter. So Karen was
she was the inspiration.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
And I still pay her royalties. Oh.
Yeah, she deserves it.
I know.
By the way, how's Colin doing?
Thanks for asking. Colin is great. I'm a granddaddy. Maisie and Colby's. Maisie's 6, Colby's 4. But
beautiful.
Yeah, amazing wife, and his career has taken off. He's got a place called the Jam Lab in Brookfield, and they host all these events. He's got a recording studio there. He's working on his second solo album, which he's mixing right now. And then he's got, as you know, one of the greatest Steely Dan tribute bands, Brooklyn Charmers. Mm-hmm. And they tour everywhere. And
Brooklyn Charmers.
Brooklyn Charmers. It's named after a Steely Dan song, Brooklyn is the Charmer over me.
Oh, I love Steely.
Yeah, and he's the Donald Fagen of the group. The whole band is super talented, but he's keyboards and lead vocals, and he nails it.
Right. So Colin has a studio in Brookfield, and so he produces and he writes music and he does everything that Dad does, and who knows how much more.
Well, yeah, he's. I always tell him, "You're way better than me." He said, "Oh no," I said, "You trust me. You're better songwriter than I am, especially at his age of 33." You know, but yeah, he's doing great.
You know, when I look back on your career, Jim, starting so early in the early 70s, you have worked with so many artists. Let's just start with Chicago. Cheap Trick, Kevin Cronin from REO Speedwagon. I mean, on and on and on. Tell us about that. How the joy of working with professionals, and I know some you met at a very, very young age, and you're still friends with them.
Well, yeah. I mean, first of all, there's nothing like collaboration. I can write a song on my own, and I do often. But there's something about getting together with someone like Don Barnes at 38 Special or Kevin Cronin, who, by the way, he came to the Blue Village when he was like 15, and I was like,
Blue Village in Westmont?
Exactly. Okay. And that was the place to be. You know, and it had the black lights and all the girls' bras showed right through, and they didn't know that, but we like, oh, look at that. So it was really just the place to be. And that's where Kevin Cronin first saw the band. Yeah. And then he hired us for their prom at Brother Rice High School.
First high school prom.
Yeah, yeah.
So he's 17, you're early 20s?
Well, I'm 19.
Oh, you're still... Oh,
I'm still, early 20, because we had a vehicle by that time, so I would have been 20. But, yeah, so he was a fan before he was a dear friend and collaborator. And now, on this new, I have an album called Roots and Shoots that's coming out in
Roots and Shoots.
Roots and Shoots. Roots being the classic rockers, new material by all the classic rockers, like Kevin Cronin and Don Barnes and Kelly Keagy and Night Ranger and on and on. And then you have the Shoots which are my new discoveries, and including Colin Peterik. He's not really a discovery, but, to the people, he's a brand new artist,
Sure. You also worked with Dennis DeYoung, Cheap Trick. Yeah. As you said, you wrote songs for 38 Special. Can you play, for those people, for our young audience who doesn't know, play some tunes that you wrote for either Survivor as a co-writer or something.
Oh, yeah.
But 38 Special. I love 38 Special.
Well, yeah. I mean... 38's very dear to my heart. Don Barnes and I are still very close. I just talked to Jeff Carlisi today. And it all started with a riff that, well, here's the scenario. I'm in the studio, not this room, but another room. It was at our other house, in fact. That's how long ago. And Don Barnes is standing here, or sitting here, and Jeff Carlisi is here, and my wife's making nachos, and we're just kind of awkward first date kind of thing. And Don Barnes goes, well, I got a title. You know, he's from the South. I got a title. I said, well, let's hear it. He goes, hold on loosely. I go, wow, but don't let go. Okay, got it. And what about you, Jeff? What, you got like a musical idea? He said, well, I got a little idea. You know, I don't know. It's kind of like a car. You know, the group Cards. It's kind of like, he was like, I go, yeah, that'll do. So I'm kind of the alchemist down the room, you know, and I'm going, hold on a second. So I go into my bedroom, or Karen in my bedroom, and I'm like scribbling away and working away. I come in there and I said, okay, guys, listen to this. And I go, you see it all around you, good love and gone bad. And usually it's too late when you realize what you had. My mind goes back to the girl I met long years ago. Who told me this hold on loosely, but don't let go. If you cling too tightly to her, you're gonna lose her. You're gonna lose control.
I love it.
You know.
All right. What a gift. What a gift.
Well, I'm very lucky because I was able to chase my gift. It's one thing having some talent. The other thing is hanging in there and developing it and not getting discouraged. A lot of songs that made it and a lot of songs that did, you know, and you just got to keep going.
You know, you just turned 73. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy belated birthday. by the
Thank
way.
you.
You know, at your age, you're young. You know, you're young for a rocker.
Well, that's what I think.
We all have bucket lists. Like, does Jim Peterik have a bucket list? You've accomplished so much.
Well-
Grammys, movies, and writing, and awards, and
Well, of course.
Jim
There's
Peterik's bucket list.
always goals. To me, my bucket list is people say, what's the greatest song you ever wrote? And I go, I haven't written it yet. You know, and I'm always trying to beat, you know, the best that I've done, whether it was Eye of the Tiger or Vehicle or Hold On Loosely, or those are all great. But if I didn't start, keep trying to beat them and to keep that level up there, and
That attitude.
yeah, that's what you got to do.
Because we're always, I don't want to say you're competing with yourself, but you're striving to do something that inspires you. There's always another level, and as long as you're reaching, then you could potentially have your best work.
Well, you're right.
Like wine, it ages with time, and then all of a sudden you have a masterpiece.
Well, that's the goal. And, you know, January sees the release of Roots and Shoots Volume 1 on Frontiers, and just a compendium of great artists. Kevin Cronin, Colin Peterik, Don Barnes, the 38 Special, Paul Childers, a new artist, Kelly Kagi, Night Ranger, Ashton Brook Gill, a new young artist, a great song called As I Am, Mark Farner and Jim Peterik, third, you know, of course, Mark Farner is Mark Farner, just an icon of rock, you know. And then Leslie Hunt, Mark McKay, who's a new artist, Fire and Water by Dave McCoskis and Lisa McLaury. It's just going to be an exciting release.
Yeah, and for our audience, you have something coming up this spring, March 15th,
Yeah.
at the Norris Theater in St. Charles.
Yeah.
Tell us about that, because I'm going to be there.
Oh, you will be
Save
there.
you a seat.
I will save you a
Bring
seat.
a couple together. Tell us about that. What's going on the 15th?
Well, yeah. The 15th of March is our 60th anniversary officially.
Yeah.
And it's going to be quite a show. It's the Ides of March and Symphony. And it's at the
Norris Theater.
Cultural Arts Center.
Yes, Norris Center.
Yeah, and it's going to be epic. And it you know, to hear the songs like Vehicle or Eye of the
With an
Tiger
orchestra?
with a full orchestra, I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it. And so that's going to be exciting.
You know, I got to see. I think about did you see that Led Zeppelin orchestra with the lead singer from Heart? That orchestra.
Oh my
that
God.
Stairway to Heaven.
Incredible.
It's just that when you bring the power of rock and roll music, electric guitar, the drums with an orchestra, it transcends human
It
feeling.
does.
It's just amazing.
It does. And Ann Wilson is a force of nature anyway.
Yeah. Now, talk about World Stage. That's something that you've been working on for quite some time with a lot of talent around you.
Yeah, we're just putting it together, so, March 15th is the big symphony thing with the Ides. But now we're looking at April or May for a big World Stage show. And right now I'm making phone calls and trying to get the two stars, besides the Ides and everyone that's got to be there anyway, and the World Stage Band, looking for, the people are available. And, most of these guys like Kevin Cronin and Kelly Key, they're all touring. So I'm really working on this as of this week to get everybody nailed down for a show.
So putting it all together, obviously planning and playing the music, but putting the talent together, it's not easy.
No,
Production, it's organization, it's
availability, so
a lot of busy professionals.
we'll get it done.
I can't help but notice. Can we pull up that Grammy there, Survivor? It's next to that gentleman there is
Pat Boone.
Pat Boone. Why is Pat Boone there next to your trophy case? Tell us a little bit about Pat.
He's
Look at this.
oh yeah, there's
Show the audience.
there's the Grammy.
This is much heavier than what
It's very heavy.
I've never held the Grammy.
Oh, well.
Maybe I did 8 years ago.
Okay, maybe so.
But here's the Grammy, ladies and gentlemen.
that was for Eye
If
of
I
the
may
Tiger.
read this.
Sure.
National Academy of Recording Arts and Sciences, Survivor, Best Rock Performance by by a duo or a group with vocal. 1982, Eye of the Tiger.
Yep. Big moment.
Thank you, Sly.
Big moment. Yeah, man. It all
What do you-
starts with a phone call that I thought was a joke, But
You did the next year for Rocky IV.
Rocky IV. Yeah, we did
Now, which song?
Burning Heart.
Burning Heart. That's a big one.
In the burning heart. Oh, I fucked that up.
That's all right.
Can't use that.
That's all right. That's all right.
In the burning heart, just about to burst. There's a quest for answers, unquenchable thirst. In the darkest night, rising like a fire. In the burning heart, the unmistakable fire. That was a big one. Jimmy Jameson singing it. Eye of the Tiger was sung by Dave Bickler. That was our first singer. And then he left the band, and Jimmy Jameson took over and sang The Search Is Over and Burning Heart. And
That's amazing.
Search Is Over
Search Is Over.
was probably one of my favorites of all time.
I also like, what is that? Search Is Over. The fast-paced one. Hold
Hold On Loosely?
On Loosely.
Oh, yeah, There's a Story in My Eyes. Yeah. That's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
You have very good taste.
Yeah. Show us a little riff on that one.
Okay. Well, first of all, I have to read two.
The Survivor with Jimmy Jameson, right?
Yeah. I Can't Hold Back.
I Can't Hold Back. That's it.
Yeah.
That has a lot of power.
No, that's a really good one.
I'm on the edge.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You love that stuff. Yeah.
Explodes inside my head.
Don't give it all away. I gotta sing some of it. Yeah.
I think even our cameraman has heard that. Okay.
There's a story in my eyes. I gotta start this again. Take 15.
Okay.
There's a story in my eyes. There's a story in my eyes. Turn the pages of desire. Now it's time to trade those dreams for the rush of passion's fire. I can feel you tremble when we touch, and I feel the hand of fate reaching out to both of us. This love affair can't wait. I can't hold back. I'm on the edge. I can't hold back. Your voice explodes inside my head. I can't hold back, I won't back down. Girl, it's too late to turn back now.
I can see why you do this for 60 years. It's too much fun, man.
Oh, it is
It's too
fun.
much fun.
It's a blast.
At your concert, this kind of blew me away. The founding members of Ides of March, you've known each other since the 3rd grade, like Boy Scouts?
Cub Scouts.
Cub Scouts. Oh.
Then Boy Scouts.
Oh my God, like Cub Scouts. And now you're still
crazy?
rocking
Oh,
like
yeah.
a family.
Bob Berglund and I were in Cub Scouts together. Same den mother that we used to go and have meetings, And then Larry was always in school 1 year ahead. Bob and Larry were both 1 grade ahead of me. So I was in second grade. They were in 3rd. And then Mike Borch was in the grade school band. That's where we met Mike. He was a little bit later, like in 7th grade. And the original 4 have been together now for 60 years, since 64.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Like brothers, huh?
That's it. Closer than
I have
brothers.
to ask, when you founded Survivor, there was a pause of Ides of March? Did you guys take a little break?
Yeah.
Was that difficult?
But yeah, it was a difficult decision. It was 1973, and we did our last show. And
3 years post-vehicle.
Post. You're right. Yeah. So 73, and I remember our manager at the time, Bob DeStock, he was tearing up, and he says, "For the last time ever, the Ides of March." Well, 17 years later, it turned out it wasn't the last time ever. Because I took a pause from the whole Survivor thing. I actually exited the band in '96, and the Ides of March were already dabbling with shows, but now we went full bore in the late '90s, and then never looked back.
So after Survivor, you reignited with Ides of March.
We were going, but we went stronger after I left Survivor. Yeah.
You co-wrote a lot of songs with Sullivan.
Frankie Sullivan.
Frankie Sullivan. How's he doing?
We don't stay in touch.
Okay. It's been a long time.
Yeah, I think he's doing fine. From what I know, and all good.
What does the next 5 years look like to you?
More of
The nice round number.
well, 5 is nothing. I'm looking more like, another 20.
Why not?
Well, we never know.
No.
We never know. But I went to the doctor, and he says, "Man, you're good for another 20 easily." And I'm 73. So
You lost 2 original Ides of March members. So talk.
yeah. So
Kind of give them a little.
yeah, John
Shout.
Larson. He passed away, and he was our horn player who played all the high stuff on all the Ides of March stuff. And he'll always be missed. John Larson, great guy.
By the way, speaking of horns, you guys were kind enough to, at your concert at Elmhurst University, to invite 2 or 3 horn players,
Yeah.
young kids, 16, 17, 18. They were fantastic.
Oh, they were so good.
And for the audience, we're going to embed some clips of them at your concert.
Oh, terrific.
But how did that come about?
Well,
ECPA?
yeah, exactly. And what's really coincidental is just today, I was walking through Fullersburg Woods. That's where I like to walk in, like, March, actually. I try to walk as fast as I can. And this woman was walking along, and with another woman, she says, "Oh my God, my grandson just played horn with vehicle at the concert."
Yeah, well, why don't I?
And I go, "Oh, well, tell him they didn't miss a note." And she goes, "I'm going to tell him." They were so good.
They gave me goosebumps.
Yeah.
I mean, first of all, the song is electrifying.
Yeah.
I mean, the start of it. And then you see these young kids, high school kids, you're like, all right, they're going to just pitch in. But they knocked it out of
Oh,
the
they did.
I mean, the energy, I think the crowd of 200 plus, they were on their feet.
They were.
It was just,
Oh my
it
God.
was just a great ensemble. And that's not easy to pull off.
No,
That pace.
and they didn't blow a note. I mean, they were right on it. And these are all 15-year-olds, 16-year-olds.
Yeah. We don't have their names, though. We're going to plug it in on the video.
Oh,
and,
good.
Of course, in the article.
Yeah.
Yeah, this article will be your first Elmhurst Magazine feature spread.
Oh, that's so
and then in Downers Road Magazine and Hinsdale Magazine and Oakbrook Magazine.
Well, thank you.
We're going to I think we're going to spread it out to let the audience know, so we'll keep it going. So Anything else you want to share with the audience before we sign off, Jim? This has been a wonderful evening, and
Yeah, thanks.
maybe some last shout outs, maybe any upcoming dates that we're missing, some projects.
Like I said, Roots and Shoots Volume 1 is coming out in January, and 5 months later, Roots and Shoots Volume 2, which is a whole compendium of different artists, such as Ides of March, Mike Reno of Loverboy, Kevin Ferris, The Voice finalist.
Loverboy, great band.
Oh, I know.
Turn me loose. Do a little turn me loose. Come on.
Oh, well, I didn't write it, so I'm not ready for it. But
you have to come to the concert.
Yeah, you got to. Reno just knocked it out of the park, and it's going to be a great record. So I'm two mints in one. Yeah.
Well, all the best to you. Always great to watch you perform. Always nice to talk to you.
Oh, thank you.
I'm sure we'll talk again as you unveil some new projects, and we'll keep our audience abreast.
Thanks so much. Well, this is for you, Scotty. Bop. It's the eye of the tiger. It's the thrill of the fight, rising up to the challenge of our rival. And the last known survivor stalks his prey in the night, and he's watching us all with the eye of the tiger. Pop, pop, pop. Pop, pop, pop. Pop, pop, pop. Nice special effect.
Little 3D thing.
Yeah.
Right. We're out.
All of my life I